Good evening, everybody. This is Mr. Heat with Cub Scout Pack 110 here in Mishawaka, and we are going to be going through a couple of our knots. Now, I would recommend everybody head to their local scout shop and pick up the Knots and How to Tie Them. Definitely worth the read, definitely worth the price. Fantastic book. Keep it in your car, give the kids something to do. Nothing keeps the kids quieter than saying, I can tie this knot and you can't. They'll learn that knot really quick. So we're actually going to start with the square knot. Now, we're going to learn the square knot. You will need to know other knots as you progress through Cub Scouts. One of the things that you can learn is that most ranks will have some activity and or adventure that asks for knot knowledge. I like that. For example, requirement 5 of the camper adventure for Webelos 1 is to show how to tie a bowline. It is not a bowline, it is a bowline. We are seafaring men, children. You're going to learn how to tie a bowline. So, we're going to start off with the square knot. Square knot is one of the simplest knots. Very, very useful knot. If we look in our Knots and How to Tie Them book, it is considered a knot for joining. In place of using the square knot as a knot for joining, I would actually recommend we learn the sheet bend. We'll do that in another video. But, square knot. When we learn the square knot, you'll hear left over right and right over left. What does that mean? What we're talking about when we say left over right and right over left, we're talking about the ends of the rope. So, when we tie a knot, everybody knows how to tie a knot. We can already tie a knot. You've done this before. Square knot is just doing 2 of those. So what we'll do is we'll start off with left over right, loop it under, and then the right over the left, and loop it under. You pull it snug, and you have a beautiful square knot. Now this knot will actually keep a nice little tension, and you can easily hold 2 ends of the rope, push them together, and you can see your square knot will kind of open up and loosen. Sign of a nice little square knot, kind of slides. So square knot. So we'll do that one more time. Easy to untie, just grab the loops, pull them opposite, opens right up. Something that you might see as we're doing the left over right and right over left, and I'm just going to actually color code one of these guys. Now, if we were doing 2 different colors of rope, we would definitely see which rope we're using. Let's go ahead and let's add another rope. So, let's consider it a knot for joining. Great. We can take our ropes. We're going to take the left, the one that I've tagged with brown, the left over the right, and loop it. Now we're going to take the right over the left, and you'll notice this is also still the one with brown. It switched sides. So the right over the left, pull it nice and snug, and we took 2 small ropes and joined them into 1 long rope. Square knot.